lads, one rock, we don't back up. Scrum down, big chat, turn the mics up. Loose bones, we lift the pace up. Ruck, rule talk, never made up. Two lads, one rock, that's game on. From the grass to the pot, like stay on.
Welcome, Two Lads, One Ruck. This is Gareth.
This is Benny.
And we're here for it.
Yep, we are. And it's been a while because just life got in the way, so it is what it is. But today, this episode, we're going to talk about Six Nations.
Yeah,
obviously we're over a week late to the party, but there's never not a time not to talk about it. Personally, what games are we starting with now?
So we'll go in order. So Ireland, Scotland.
Yeah,
Ireland, Scotland. So Ireland 43, Scotland 21.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I think
I gave it to Scotland
by 5, and I had it Scotland by 4 as well. I genuinely thought Scotland was gonna win, but unfortunately,
for the Jocks, it didn't quite pattern that way. No,
well, the history goes in Ireland's favour because I don't think they've ever lost to them in the Viva Stadium.
They've never lost until I think it was 2010. Last time they beat them in Ireland. They have beaten them at Murrayfield,
and I think
but
that was
for a while.
That was at Croke. What's the
Croke Park?
Croke Park. Yeah, because I think obviously the Aviva was getting built, wasn't it? So they had to.
They were like revamping it, weren't they? Croke Park, second.
Yeah.
I think I've done a stadium tour of Croke Park. The second biggest stadium in Europe.
Yeah.
I think the only one that's bigger is where Barcelona play. Fun fact. Fact check me. I am pretty sure Alexa stop. That's the second time that's happened on the pod.
Yeah.
Right. Heard it going off. But I'm pretty sure it's up there. It's like 83, 85,000.
So did you watch the game? Did you watch the full game?
Yeah. It's the only game I managed to watch live, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was Ireland were on the run. Like, they broke the line really quickly.
It just looked
their intent
easy,
was
didn't
really
it?
Their intent was like really for it.
Yeah.
Really early, and they broke through and nearly got a try within a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Great scramble D by.
I mean, Ireland's standout players for me was in that game was Stuart McCluskey,
100%,
and Rob Balakoon, and also the second row stroke back row, Ty Byrne.
Yeah.
He was class. He was phenomenal. I don't. I can't remember who got man of the match, but definitely one of those three for me. But obviously, it might not have been any of those three. But I'd imagine Ty Byrne was got to have been there. He was outstanding.
They had that. Well, we said it on the pod before, that 80% performance. Like, they were just all on job. Osborne had a great game as well.
He was good. He's been good all championship.
Yeah, he's been very consistent, very good. It's going to be really interesting to see when the rest of the where the rest of the injured people come back. What it's going to be like for them, but they're looking good for the World Cup.
We were talking off air, weren't we? And I was saying I really think Hugo Keenan's going to struggle to take the shirt off of Osborne because he's been classed the whole championship.
Nah, 100. Yeah, I think Furlong's been
okay,
a bit quiet.
Yeah,
a little bit quiet. I think he's just done his job. I think in the game before he was getting turned in when he
by
that beast of Italian front row. So I think he had a bit more venom about him and a bit more like, let's go out and get the job done type of vibe. But the Irish looked really good. They were on job.
What do you think? What was Scotland's downfall? They just didn't seem to be up to the races, did they? Like, you go from
just a slow start.
You go from the previous week, and they just absolutely blitzed France and laid the blueprints for England.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you come to the party after 2 tries, because that's pretty much what happened in it. They scored 2. They scored 2 tries.
I think they were like 19-7.
It was 19-7, yeah. And then the Jocks come back, and then it was sort of a little bit of a tit for tat for a while.
And then all of a sudden they got that.
I think the 2 best teams in the last 15-20 minutes is Ireland and France. And they just didn't let them off. And the scramble D from Ireland was like, Andy Farrell must be absolutely buzzing, like with the work rate. McCluskey, the centre, him and Mencello are they're the best centres in the championship for me.
Yeah,
in the Six Nations Championship. And
definitely. And we'll get into that for our 15, won't we? 100. But I think I'm going to hold it because
I was about to say when you clipped it, I thought,
I'm going to hold it.
Last long.
No, but I enjoyed the game. To be fair, it was a good game. It was a good start. Super Saturday. It was lovely.
Buzzing, mate.
It was a great game. And then like, what happens for Scotland after the Six Nations? Because there was a lot of talks of Gregor Townsend. They wanted him out, didn't they?
It's like I didn't understand the hype with that, mate. Like, yeah, they lost to Italy in the first game. However, like Italy are not Italy. I've said it a few times now, and I'll keep saying it because I want it to be. I desperately want it to be heard. Even after the Super Saturday, where it didn't quite go well for the Italians, will come later.
Yeah.
But like this Italy side is not the Italy of old. It's nowhere near, right? So we always say when it pisses it down, it's the great equaliser at times, isn't it? And I think that there was a tendency of that as well because it was in Rome when they played him.
No, it was in Rome,
and that's what I mean. That's a fortress now.
Like even before it started pissing it down, Italy were like 2-3 tries up. I think it was only when it started raining.
They're not very good at coming back from behind the Scottish.
No, it only started getting better when it started raining, and then Scotland started getting their way in. And I don't know. It's a bit of a mixed one because he's been there like 8-9 years now, and like
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But then
they're not any worse or any better necessarily. Me personally, what I feel like people need to understand is that for me, I'd have to look back because we're rugby noses to the core.
Yeah.
Like people are saying it's the greatest Six Nations championship. If it's not, it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there in our lifetime.
In my opinion, from watching, because I've started watching Six Nations because it always lands round about my birthday, and it was always something that I so happened to watch, and I didn't have anyone that really liked rugby, but I always watched it because it was always around my birthday, and I think I started watching in 1997
Five Nations
or 96, when it was the Five Nations, and from then to now, there's not been a championship like this for sure. There might have been decades before, or
I started watching Six Nations about 2002 because there was a big hype about England potentially winning the World Cup. So I think the year before they were saying basically if they won the Six Nations, they would win the World Cup, which they inevitably did in 2003.
Yeah,
but I can't. I think it's been hard for us, you and me, as fans, as England well fans, because we're right at the bottom, silver spoon, wooden spoon.
Yeah.
But like this Scotland side just needs to work out how to win a tournament because everyone in the World Cup, everyone should be scared of Scotland.
Yeah.
Right, because they can beat anyone on the day.
100%.
They're a bit like the Fijians. They can beat anyone on the day.
The issue they got, and I think what I could probably be sort of like, kind of like, I think they need to make a change is the fact that on their day they can beat someone, but in a tournament they don't.
Yeah, they're not a tournament side. But you need them in the tournament because you need them.
But then Gregor's had a great team for many years, and it's under-delivered in my opinion.
Yeah, but I'd happen to disagree because, like, at the end of the day, a coach can only do so much.
Yeah,
I know. Like, we'll speak about Borthwick and that later.
But the fitness and the structures, the patterns, the play,
the gameplay clearly works.
It does to a point, but
it's their defense really. It's switching on in that first 15 minutes.
Their defence has been quite
when they're
solid.
ahead, they don't look what happened with France.
Yeah, and England.
France got they done enough,
Yeah.
right? So they done enough in that first 20 minutes to really
There
put
was
the team
even
under the
talks
pump.
with Andy Farrell. It was like because he had lost the first game, and it was like apparently in Ireland it was all questions.
It's football mentality, in it.
It's mental.
I'm not here for it. I'm not here for having the people having the jobs gone. Like
he's not. He's had he's not done bad, and he plays attractive rugby. So I don't understand why the Irish fans
finished third in the end, didn't they? The Jocks?
No, second. Jocks did, yeah.
Second, sorry. That's the best they've done.
Irish finished second. Sorry.
That's the best in our lifetime. 99 would be different because they won it in 99.
Yeah.
But pretty much roughly in the time that you and me have been watching Six Nations,
wise, this probably
that's the best they've done. So you can't. People can't go, oh yeah, go down and lose your job when you finish the best that you've ever finished since 1999.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean,
we were in year 5 last time they won it, mate. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, come on, you got to give him something.
I think the next World Cup cycle, if his contract ends, then I think they should part ways. I do. I think
he definitely earns a World Cup. 100%.
I think so.
I'd be fuming as a jock.
I think so.
If they got rid of him before that, for me, that's just.
It's idiotic. Not like they've had the England inconsistencies as such.
Well, we'll get onto that.
Yeah, but second game,
Wales, Italy.
Yeah, because I remember the predictions. Our predictions are way off, man.
Yeah. We've got one each that was slightly close, and I can't remember which game it was.
This one,
I gave this to the Italia,
but you had them by 12, and then I had Wales by 6. I think it was.
Yes,
I had a strong feeling that you guys would win. Yeah,
but I was shook in a good way.
The scoreline flattered the Italians for sure, in my opinion.
A little bit, but
it's almost like they got to 31-0 and then the brakes just pumped.
Well,
and then they just took it out.
They scored early in the second half, Wales.
Yeah, and then
they didn't score again.
They got dropped goal, didn't they, in the second half?
Yeah, it was just
Oh, was it just? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was 28-0 half time, wasn't it? And Dan Edwards looked decent. They all looked decent, to be fair.
I am saying this now, right? San Costello, Dan Edwards. It's between them two.
Yeah.
If one of them gets injured at this moment in time, Jared Evans on the bench. But because what I like about Dan Edwards and San Costello is that
they're similar, but they're not similar.
Yeah, they're half similar, aren't they? Yeah. And that's what I like. If someone's gonna, it's a bit like Finn Smith and Markin Smith.
Yeah.
If you got Finn Smith on,
he can play.
Actually, it'd be a better comparison. Ford and Marcus Smith, because they're so opposite, right?
Yeah.
You got Ford that's we'll take the ball to the line and just be very technical, kick in the right areas, very tactician. Yeah. You want him to start. You don't want a Maverick to start unless you're a Finn Russell, because Finn Russell can manage. He can do it. He's a Maverick, as he says. He makes brave decisions.
Yeah.
And I respect that massively, because I think he's one of the best 10s in the world, hands down. However, San Costello and Dan Edwards are still young. Sam Costello's got a World Cup under his belt, and Wales got through to the quarters, and he was really pushing the ball, and it's very unfortunate. He gave a flat pass, and the Argentinians pinched it.
Yeah.
And we could have been in the semis, and that was the back end of that big Welsh side. I think Wales have really found the shape.
Yeah.
We were saying this off air, weren't we? It's been such a small progression.
Yeah.
So it's we were losing 80-0, then we was losing 75-0, then we was losing 67-12, and then it's just like the ever so small.
I think the blueprint was...
Well, look what England done in the first game, mate. Do you know what I mean? And for me, when they got to Scotland, when they played against the Jocks, that's when Wales not necessarily found the shape. They just found their flow with the shape. Because we can all put a shape on and go, hit the lead runner, hit the hot ball out the back, hit the we can all do that. We can do that at level 7. Do you know what I mean? However, it's about doing it in the right areas.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Davies, one of the commentators, said during the game, it was like, yeah, it looks pretty, but it's not doing anything.
No, you go
Right.
side to side rather than forward.
It just looks nice, right?
Yeah.
But it's about being a little bit like Ireland and being a bit more flatter and direct, and Scotland as well. They're really good at it. So England are really good at putting on really expansive shape. And I think it's the first time in a long time I've been like, you know what? We're going in the right direction. Do I think we're going to win the World Cup? Absolutely not.
No.
Do I think that we could take a couple of dubs? Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Do I think that the Six Nations after the World Cup, we may, not getting too ahead of myself, finish 4th or 5th? Yeah, I think we got that in us. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, I called it. I knew it.
You did call it.
Yeah, I was strong for it because Italy's obviously got that monkey off the back with getting the victory over England, which they've never done.
They just need to learn to play away from home.
Yeah,
they're a bit like the France of old, aren't they? Like, play great at home, play shite away. They didn't play shit. Wales, and this is what was nice for me, Wales stopped them from playing.
Yeah, no, it was a great game, to be fair. I enjoyed it. Some good tries. I think the standout player on that game, it was either, for Wales, it was, because none of the Italians really showed.
Gotta be Wainwright, mate.
But it was either...
Give it to my boy.
It was either Edwards or Wainwright.
Wainwright's my boy. Like, I have hyped him up.
And again, Jenkins had another massive match, and so did Alex Mann.
Good. He was carrying like an absolute beast.
Probably the prop of the tournament, Reece Kerr, another great game. I
think he's really he's been given a chance,
and
he's yamming it.
Now the team are not relying on Dowie Lake to do all the ball carrying. It's kind of freed him up and actually made him better.
Yeah, 100%. And think about it this way as well. Still got Jack Morgan to come back. Who would you drop from that back row when Jack Morgan comes back? Because Man's been amazing.
Who was the other?
Both of them's been class, and Wainwright's been class. I'd
definitely drop both of them.
Both of them. Yeah. Both of them would be the closest, but I'm gutted for him. If, like, obviously Jack Morgan's amazing. He's back with the Ospreys now. Right, so great to see him back. Good luck to you, boy.
But then, what's his name was unlucky to not get in? Deves from Ospreys.
I like him. I like him a lot.
I think, unfortunately, he's a bit too small, isn't he? But
he's a bit like, he reminds me of one of my favourite Scottish players, generally. And I generally think he's really underrated. And I'm really glad that he managed to get a Lions tour under his belt because he deserved it. Hamish Watson.
Yeah.
Hamish Watson, I loved him.
He was fire for about 2 years.
Unless he played against Wales. Yeah, he was absolute fire for about, I would say, 3 years.
Yeah.
But then teams adjusted to him.
Oh, he's gone to Leicester Tigers, isn't he?
I heard about that. Yeah. That's a great move. Him and Wainwright in the back row.
No, but I think it's an emergency loan, so I don't know if he's going there
just for a bit of cover.
Yeah, for the
but once he starts playing, I'm a big fan of Hamish Watson. Big fan.
Yeah.
But Deves, I like.
It's a bit unlucky. Who else? Like, no one in Italy really stood out.
I think Josh Adams had a really good game. He gets a lot of stick, and I don't know why.
He does.
He's added a bit of a kicking game.
Yeah, he does get a lot of stick.
And I don't know. I don't get it.
But unfortunately, I think Wales, that's where you lack the most in
wing.
Yeah, wings, and maybe
Mee's been brilliant.
Yeah, he was
he was really good.
Yeah, no, he was really good that
game.
He
made a little blunder, but like.
Generally, he was
tell me you could do better. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. Like,
generally, he was
very
class.
Young.
He was very good player, very strong, he's quite tall. I didn't realise he was as tall as he was.
Just needs to he's committed to the air, but he just needs to work on it. And don't get me wrong, like competing in the air is really difficult.
Then where you really, really lack the most is cover for centre.
Correct.
Cover for 9.
Correct.
And fullback. Your fullback's your weakest.
I think fullback were fine. Got Blair Murray. Happy with him.
But I don't think he's going to get in.
But he's on the bench. He's there. He's in the mix.
Yeah, he's there. He's there as a mix.
I'm a big fan of Blair Murray.
But I don't, obviously...
But you ain't taking it off Reece Zammit because he's been brilliant.
Yeah.
He's been really good. But he's not scoring as much as he's scoring, but once Wales get cemented into that shape and into that system, because they work have you noticed that they work the blind a lot? Right, so they'll work to an edge, they'll bring it in to maybe 3 phases, and then they'll go back on the blind every time and work that blind.
I just think having him at fullback, you're losing so much. He does the job, but he's not the best. If you can
an
find
out and out fullback, then you put him on the wing
100%, and I think that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think Blair Murray is going to get in, because they'd rather Zammit over him.
They need to give him. He deserves that for me. Like,
for me,
he's just been dropped to accommodate.
He's not done
Lewis Reece Zammit.
But then
he's come back from NFL
because then they would put him in the wing, wouldn't they? If that was the case, if he was genuinely your starting fullback, they would genuinely.
Well, they must have rated the wingers that they've got now in order to drop Blair Murray and put Lewis Reece Zammit in there. It's a bit like what you're saying about dropping Botham for Jack Morgan.
Yeah,
like Botham's not done nothing wrong, right?
But then
Ian Botham, great cricketer, by the way.
But then,
but it's just unfortunate, isn't it? It's like a bit like look at all them 10s. Look at all them great England 10s have been.
Yeah.
But Johnny Wilkinson was there.
Yeah.
So like you Toby Floods, for example, people forget about him. He was a great 10. He was a
great 10,
but he had to drop out when he come back.
Was he truly?
He wouldn't have, if going on a bit of a tangent, if Johnny Wilkinson didn't get as injured later in his career as he did, Flood would have little to fuck all caps.
He wouldn't have none.
That's what I'm saying. Charlie Hodgson.
Great. He's that era's George Ford. I agree. I'm not a fan of George Ford, personally.
Still picked him in his fantasy team.
Because everybody else seemed to take the 10s first.
It's about points.
I know everybody seems to.
I got Charlie. No,
he's
Charlie
great.
Atkinson.
He's great.
Up the Oxford.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's actually genuinely a nice lad.
Yeah,
Charlie.
He's a nice lad.
Very approachable. Dad's a great bloke as well.
Yeah, lovely bloke, good clubman.
But Charlie Hodgson is a great Premiership player. I think he's like the all-time. But he never cut it for me at England's. And I find that with George Ford, and everybody can fucking have a go at me and go, well, yeah, he's got 100 caps, so he must have been doing something right. But that doesn't mean that you're right. It doesn't mean that I'm right. But
it's 100 caps, though, mate. That's a massive fluke. You got like if someone's got 100 caps,
I'm not saying
got to be a good player.
I'm not saying it's a fluke, but it was like.
You can't fluke 100 caps.
We absolutely overused the Ford-Farrell axis. And yeah, granted, when it worked, but it didn't always work. Quite often.
I think we need to get away from the mindset of having that 10. Right? You have to have a pair of 10s. I don't mean at the same time. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I think,
and it proved it in some of the games, some of the games where you have an out-and-out 12, for instance, Harlequins had Esther Hazen with Marcus Smith, and Marcus Smith absolutely thrived off a proper 12, a proper crasher, a proper ball player, because
he
could do everything.
The reason why he could crash so well is because he could ball play.
Yeah.
And he knew that you never knew what he was going to do.
And he knew that Marcus would like to, if he saw the gap, he would hit that gap, and then Marcus would offload it. But I think George Ford would have done better if England had an out-and-out 12. But
he's injured.
His defensive.
Hutchinson's injured, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
defensively, he was.
Ollie Lawrence, he can play 12, and he was injured as well, wasn't he?
It's just.
So I think.
You also have to have a defensive.
Autumn Nations Cup, they're calling it. Yeah, I think that's where you're potentially gonna
There's a lot of murmurs. There's something
Well,
in the
speaking
camp.
of the England game, as we're talking about England.
Yeah. But yeah,
France, England.
France, look at France.
France 48, England 46. What a game.
That was a good game. That was best game of the weekend.
Easy.
Easy. It was just absolute. It was like
questionable penalty at the end.
How the fuck that was a penalty?
So
I will never know.
I didn't watch the England game live. It took me a couple of days to get to it, to be honest with you, because I had a works function on Saturday and it was an hour before the England game. So I knew the score, and then Mother's Day on Sunday, and then I was like absolutely busy on Monday. So I got to the game really, really late. Hence why we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
Gareth spoke about the penalty that was at the end, and I was like, all right. And I stayed away from watching and listening to pods and stuff until I watched the game, because I wanted to see it straight.
It was a bit of a weird call, because
I couldn't see it.
It's almost like he went like that, and then he went, and then went like out, and you're like,
I think Timo was in his ear. However, I didn't see what. And don't get me wrong. Look, right before people start like absolutely kicking me in the comments, like I'm not a professional referee. To be fair, in 5 to 6 years, I'd like to take up refereeing generally, but need that time with my daughter first. You know what I mean? When she's a fair bit older, I'd like to get back in and do refereeing. Yeah. Right. So it is, and it's always something that I've said that I wanted to do. So I'll watch referees.
You can have an opinion. You don't have to be a professional. You can have an opinion.
But you know, and remember I was telling about them half fans. Yeah?
We can't be the only ones that didn't think it was not.
I don't think it was a penalty. And I'm not being funny. Like when it comes to when Wales are playing someone, obviously you're gonna slightly lean against your team, but there has been times.
But I mean, to be fair, England Wales did fucking absolutely fluff it up. I think we just scored. We got the kick receipt, did a couple of phases, and then for some strange reason, rather than just like keep it and just eat the time down and just do.
Well, Pollock ricked the ball.
No. So before that, So England took the receipt kick. It was way before that. I'll show you a bit later off there. They took it. So England had just scored the thing when we were leading, and then took the kick receipt, done a couple of phases, and then for some strange reason, can't remember who the nine was. It might have been Jack JVP.
Yeah, it was Jack Van Port.
He tried to do a box kick, and I was like, "Why have you kicked it away?" There's like 2 minutes left, and then gave the ball back to France.
Who was the England? And won the World Cup. Who's the nine that won the World Cup?
Matt Dawson. He was doing on the game before. He was doing commentary about that tactic. Yeah, there's 2 minutes to go, and why are you kicking the ball away? Don't kick it. Well,
I'm just going to caveat, right? So, like, I agree. Yeah. Hold that fucker, right? Yeah. But
if they don't
I think it was Sam Warburton, or I can't remember who it was, or Dan Bigger. I think it might have been. Actually, it was Dan Bigger on the Rugby pod, right? He said, well, I'm not being funny, to caveat that, right? If you hold the ball, right, so there's 2 minutes, 2 minutes to go, and we're 2 points ahead. What's the referee looking for? Sealing off, right? And even if it's not sealing off, referees are looking for it. They're actively looking for it. Yeah. I would if I was a referee, because I'm like, I know they want to keep the ball. They're going to run with soft shoulders.
So it was like a matter of eliminating the potential penalty that may have never happened.
100. I'm just saying, like that's what referees will look for.
If you were going to kick it, why did you box kick it? Because box kicking.
If you're going to kick it, you should have given it to the 10. And then give it to the 10 and put your soul through that, right? Yeah. And aim in and around the 22 and just pray.
But so they gave the ball back. Then France played a few phases. Then even England ripped it, but Pollock didn't manage to offload it. I can't remember. Whoever
he rushed it. He rushed his ball. So he come round, he palmed off,
but it was low down.
And then he got sort of half tackled, and he tried to chicken wing it, and he fucked it.
Yeah. Right? And then obviously France turned it over, and then the result of the penalty. But the overall the game, Ollie Chesham was mentally he was so good.
Good, mate.
Big Red. He is
mate. He's got some gas. That boy,
he has, isn't he?
Fucking hell, my hammies were burning watching that. I was like. Or every time I see a second row running any longer than 20 meters, mate, I'm like, they're getting a nosebleed to fuck them. And he's got some pace, mate.
He has, mate.
For a big guy.
He has.
He's lucky that LBB wasn't closer.
Mate,
I think he's asked for that.
LBB would have caught him, but he's like, fuck that.
I think he's
asked
for that.
Motherfucker. I'll allow him. I'll allow him. Just go. just go.
Imagine if he got to him and he couldn't get him.
Mate,
down.
he would have absolutely bombed.
Chesson would have been zigzagging like an absolute
He would have just
mate.
run him over. Like, it would have been just like fucking the giraffe and the cheetah, and he's just like stampling all over him.
But to be fair, in that one for me, Chesson would have been my man of the match. I don't know
I can't remember who got it. No, I don't think it. I think it went to a French player. But
it would have done because they won.
LBB, mate, fucking 4 tries.
Yeah, 4 tries.
But
the thing is, that's his job. And I'm not being funny.
I think
two of them were running. Like a front row could score them.
Easy runnings.
But he's an absolute cheat code. He's like Jason Robinson on fucking John Alamu Rugby 2003. Like, give him the ball. Well, kick the ball through and send him.
Oh, what was I going to say? With France, did they deserve it? No, they didn't, if I'm honest.
No,
not that game. And I think Ireland should have won the Six Nations, to be fair. But I don't think it was a penalty. But there you go. It's the game. It's ended.
Hey.
France won the title. Fair play.
Fair play. 2 from 2.
Yeah. But we were way off on our predictions off that, weren't we? Way off. France by 21, and I think you said 25, didn't you?
I generally thought it was going to be an absolute horror show instead.
I think
for England.
I think
really
I said 21
did.
And you said 25. Yeah, we genuinely thought.
I thought it was going to be.
I didn't see England.
Disgusting.
But why is it taking them that long to perform?
Only they can answer, mate.
Yeah.
Sometimes when your back's against the wall, you're either going to do one or two things. You're going to crumble or you're going to step up.
It was like nice rugby, and I do agree. I don't like the way Borthwick sets the teams out. Granted, we won 12 in a row, but what's that to anyone if you're not winning championships?
Yeah, but you got to think about how close some of them games were, and who they played.
Well, to be fair, we were absolutely hosed by Scotland and Ireland. Italy was a close game, and I always felt like they were going to win. I just knew it. To be fair. I just knew
that's the one that you got. That's the one you got.
I didn't know how much by, but I just had that feeling that they were going to do us, and it was time. But yeah,
but overall, in summary, great Six Nations,
Super
man.
Saturday just lived up to the hype, didn't it?
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, genuinely. So 1 to 15.
1 to 15,
say, was
right?
It? Yeah. Right, we start with 15. We go backwards.
Oh, we go backwards.
We go backwards.
Ooh,
naughty boy.
There's only one person for me.
Osborne.
Ramos.
Yeah, no fair.
But I don't blame you for Osborne. I'm not an Osborne hater.
Osborne.
Ramos.
Ramos.
5 from 5 in the last game.
Definitely.
Something ridiculous
6 like 6 when he got that penalty.
92, I think it was, % over the Six Nations. 87% kicking rate over his career.
LBB's got to be the one in it for sure, no doubt.
Goes without saying.
Who ever won?
You know what?
Trying to think. Who would
Stern for Scotland. He had a good Six Nations.
Oh, Kyle Steyn.
Steyn, sorry.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. And the Irish
Balakoon.
Yeah. One of them two for me.
I would be inclined to go with the Scottish Kyle Steyn. Me.
You know, I'll go Steyn because Balaroon got handed off by a prop.
Yeah.
Right.
Got to be
on the outside.
So LBB.
Steyn on the wings.
And Ramos. And then in your centres.
And Ramos at fullback.
Who's your centres?
Said it earlier. Minancello.
Yeah.
And McCuskey.
You can't argue that.
You really can't.
No.
I'd fight anyone that said different. Like,
I think Melancello.
Absolute man crush on Melancello, mate.
Probably the player of the tournament.
He's up there.
got to be top. He's got to be top three.
He was a bit quiet in the Wales game, in all fairness.
But the other games, he was fire, mate.
But,
he was fire.
Mate, he's just different. And that McCuskey, like, he's all round, mate. He can bosh, he can tackle, he can drop it on the toe, he can pull it around the back. He's chased back, mate, against Marcus Smith, and a slow guy.
But a genuine 12 as well that helped, I think, Crawley cement that. I was meant to say that Crawley cement that 10 jersey. I think Prendergast, he's got to go back to club and get himself some mileage, and probably bulk up a little bit as well, and work some areas
put a couple of keys on.
But yeah, so obviously we've got our centres. So 10, who's your 10 for the tournament?
Jalibert.
Who?
Jalibert,
yeah.
It's between Jalibert and Crowley for me. But Jalibert
or Russell.
Russell, yeah. But I think Russell's hard because you're so used to him being amazing. Do you know what I mean? But for me, it's Jalibert.
So we'll go with Jalibert. And then 9, who's your standout 9? I know who mine is.
Is he Irish?
Yeah.
So's mine.
Yeah, Gibson Park. Yeah, definitely agree.
Yeah, I don't think Dupont was
good.
He was good, and don't get me wrong, he's come back from a pretty horror injury,
100%.
And he wasn't bad.
Nah,
he definitely wasn't bad. Thomas Wooden's a bit quieter than he normally is, but
he wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad either.
No.
I've got a soft spot for him.
No, but I think because the team around him performed, it took the
hit him a little bit more. Yeah. I think that's a fair statement. I think that's a very fair statement.
So let's get into the big boys, front rows.
Oh, front row.
We go front row.
We're going backwards.
I know.
We can go front row. Go front row.
So number 1, Reece Kerr.
Yeah,
no doubt.
No.
Number 2, who are you going with? Honourable mention, Jamie George. He was pretty. Although England were poor, he was. But
Sheehan.
Yeah, Dan Sheehan for me as well. That was who mine was. And then tight head, he's got to be the Italian giant Ferrari. He
missed the last game though. Don't know why.
Was he tight? Is he tight? I'm sure he's tight head.
He definitely wasn't playing in the last game.
I'm sure he's tight
against Wales.
No, he got injured, I think. But Ferrari, definitely. I'm pretty sure he's tight head.
Monster of a bloke.
Second rows.
It gets a bit hard here.
Honourable mention. I'm not.
Dafford Jenkins. Honourable mention. I think.
Yeah, I was saying not
Carter for Wales as well. Honourable mention for me.
But the 2 Italian boys.
Oh, I think Chesham's up there. Mate. Chesham's good, mate.
I can't remember the name of the. He was one of the brothers, and it began with N for the Italians. I think he's definitely.
Yeah. No, really good. But I still give Chesham it.
Chesham and him, I think, are probably my 2 second rows. The Italian, I don't.
I'll have one row, and you have the other row. Then
the Italian geezer was definitely standout for the tournament for me.
That roll's hard.
So 6, 7, 8. I'm
definitely putting Wainwright in there.
Wainwright at 8 for me. 7. 7. It's hard, because everybody.
Because I can't think of any 7s that have played.
Like honourable mention, Rory Dash. Honourable. He was very good throughout. I'm trying to think who would. Benio was another honourable mention.
Yeah, I was thinking of Benio, but I was
you can't give it him because England played poor. But that kid.
Oh, Doris.
He was 8. He's an honourable mention. I think I'd
have Doris at one of the back rows for me.
Yeah, but if you're playing them where they actually played, you're choosing Wainwright over Doris for me. But
Wainwright can play 6 and 7 as well.
Yeah,
mainly 6 to be fair to him. We put Wainwright at 6. We put Doris at 8. I'd be happy with that.
And then, what's the French guy's name at 7? He was bloody outstanding. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either.
Was it Gross? Or...
Nah, he's front row.
No, there's another one. Or Crocs or Cross.
For France, you're on about?
Yeah. Yeah, he was class. I'm trying to think who else I'd give it to.
Oh, you are right. Yeah, Cross. I don't know why I thought
He was very good.
He
7.
was good.
He's big, gnarly, tall 7.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
So yeah, so quick run through. We're going to go. So it's Reese Kerr, Dan Sheehan, and Ferrari front row.
Italian.
We don't know the surname for the Italian, so we.
No, sorry, Italian, Irish, and Welsh.
Yeah, Welsh, Irish, Italian.
Yeah.
Then in the back row, you went Chesham, and I went for the Italian guy. I just can't remember his name. It began with an N. Hopefully, put it in the comments. And then back row, we went with Wainwright, Doris, and then Gross.
Yes.
France. And then 9, we went for Gibson Park. 10, we went for... Who did we go for 10 again?
I'm trying to look for the second row.
10, we went for...
Oh, Conconi.
Niconi. He was class. 9, we went with Gibson Park. 10, we went with... Who did we go 10 with? Oh, Jellibear.
Jellibear, yeah.
And then 12, 13 was McCluskey and Menoncello.
Menoncello, yeah.
And then the back 3, we went...
Ramos at fullback.
Yeah, and then the 2 wingers was
LBB
and
then, brain fart.
Yeah, who did we go for? Oh God, old age.
Yeah.
Rugby. Who did we go for? It wasn't Ballacoon. It was between Ballacoon and I'm trying to think who else. Stain. Carl Stain. So that's our 1 to 15. Sorry, it's a bit all over the place, but it happens. Old age. But yeah, that's the Six Nations roundup. Yeah.
That's our Six Nations roundup. Good to be back. Good to be podding.
And then firing is the women's Six Nations in April.
Yeah,
I think it's the 11th of April. It starts.
I'm a bit gutted because I'm going to go and work away in Landlocked Europe for a bit for a couple of months. So I'll do my best. To keep up with pod life. And to keep up with the games the best I can. So
it's going to be exciting because I've seen some of the tickets for England women like sellouts. I think I've seen. So it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. Right. We will crack and talk about that later, another time.
All right. Until next time, Ruck Nation.
Yep.
We'll catch you soon.
Like, comment, subscribe, wherever you get your pods. We're on Spotify now, by the way.
Spotify.
And YouTube. Full episodes. And yeah, we'll try and do shorts, whatever. But yeah, get on it.
2 lads, 1 rock. We don't back up. Scrum down. Big chat, turn the mics up. Loose bones, we lift the pace up. Ruck, rule talk, never made up. 2 lads, 1 rock, that's game on. From the grass to the pot, like stay on.